Hi, Graham Vincent, violin maker and musician. As a little aside in an earlier video, I showed a simple jig that I designed and that I use for holding down ribs that I'm scraping, but it's a really simple, really cheap, very effective jig which you could use for holding down just about anything that you want to work on the desktop if you've got a vice and you haven't got any other sort of hold downs or anything. So, a wedge, a cramping arm, and a sort of hook. The hook I've made in plywood, nice high quality birch ply, because that has to be quite strong. There's a lot of strain on that. These other two is just maple. So what do you do if you've got a vice? Let's say, what I use it for is scraping down ribs. So there's a rib. It's a pig to hold down. I mean, you've seen people gluing them down with using double-sided sort of tape or tape with super glue in between, or very thin bench stops. And what tends to happen is they tend to just pop up and snap. So the simplest thing is to hold them down at one end, scrape one way, turn them round, hold them down, scrape the other way. But if you're using a vice, if you're using a cramp or something, that takes a lot of time and effort. So here we go. This is what I do. The way you set it up is you put whatever it is you're going to be working on where it needs to be. Just drop the hold down arm onto it. The hook goes in the vice and you push it down, do up the vice. So at that stage, because this is sort of wedged at that end, you can just push that in, and I think you can already see this other wedge is going to go at the other end. Let me just check that that's actually on the shot. Yeah. So this other wedge is then pushed in under the other end, and now that is so well held down, basically. So you can do your scraping. When you're happy with that, pull out the back wedge, release that, turn that round, push that in, back wedge in, and away you go. I've been using this for a while. It doesn't let go of these. It's just such an incredible amount of force there. I'm sure it'd be very simple to modify it to do other things, but that's what I use it for, and it could not be easier to make. It's just 3 pieces. I actually I was going to drill a hole through there and down at the bottom of this, so I can just hang it on a peg as well, but fundamentally that's it. My own design. Feel free to use it. Please refer to it as the Vincent hold down, because I'd like a bit of fame and glory and I haven't got much so far.